Very good morning, dear students. Dear students, we started with the history chapter 2 from trade to territory. The company establishes power. And children, we started with a simple story about Aurangzeb, who was the last powerful Mughal ruler, and how, after his death in 1707, the different Mughal governors, Zamindar, they starting asserting their own, authority, and they started making their own regional kingdoms. And the next topic which we did was East India Company East. How East India Company, they took permission from Queen Elizabeth when, and they started, they came to India, fine, and how they had competition here, what all they did by hook and crook to remove the competition with French, Dutch, and Portuguese. Fine. After that, children, now East India Company begins trade in Bengal. They started trading in Bengal. Now they have, they established a factory here, they made a warehouse here. Okay, they extended their trade, and they persuaded the merchants and traders to come and settle near the factories. They fortified their settlements. They bribed the Mughal officers and got the zamindari rights, fine. And they persuaded the Mughal emperor Aurangzeb to grant a farman, fine, that the company is going to do the trade duty free, fine. After that, children, we saw how trade led to battles, how the Nawabs were not happy with the East India Company, and they had negotiations, and these negotiations were of no use, and how the trade is going to lead to battle. So which battle we are talking about? Battle of Plassey, children. Now when Alivardi Khan died in 1756, Sirajuddaula became the Nawab of Bengal. Now the company was a bit, worried. Why? They were worried about their power. Now they wanted a puppet ruler. What do you mean by a puppet ruler? The one who's going to listen to them only. He is not going to use his own mind. So they want the puppet ruler who's going to give them concessions and all other privileges. Now uh, they just they just took the help of Sirajuddaulla's rivals. They told them that we are going to make you Nawab. You just help us in overthrowing Sirajuddaulah. Now the Sirajuddaulah, he asked the company to stop, interfering in their political affairs and stop the fortification and pay the revenues. Negotiations were, failed that time. And the Nawab Sirajuddaulah, he marched with 30,000 soldiers to the English factory in Qasim Bazar. He captured the company officials there. He locked the warehouse. He disarmed all the Englishmen, and he blocked the English ships. Fine. And he marched to Calcutta after that to get control over company's fort there. Now, when uh, uh, the company officials in Madras, they heard about this news, they sent their soldiers under the command of Robert Clive with their naval fleets, and again the negotiations took place. And finally, children, in 1757, Robert Clive led company's army against Sirajuddaulah at Plassey, and the main reason for Sirajuddaullah's defeat was, children, that his forces, which were led by Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was one of the commander of Sirajuddaulah. He never fought in his favor. So that's the reason why Sirajuddaulah was defeated. Fine. And children, Robert Clive managed to secure the support of Mir Jafar because he promised him that after Sirajuddaulah, you are going to become the Nawab of Bengal. And why Battle of Plassey is famous, children? Because it was the first major victory of the company in India. And I told you that from here you have seen that how they started divide and rule policy, and this policy is going to continue after also. Fine. Now after the defeat in Plassey, Sirajuddaulah, he was assassinated. Mir Jafar was made the Nawab. The company was still unwilling to take over responsibility of administrations. Means still they don't want the administration part. They are just their prime objective is just to expand their trade, and if this could be done without any conquest, through the help of local rulers, if they are willing to give them privileges, the territories are not, they don't need the territories to be taken over directly. Soon, children, the company discovered that this was rather difficult. Means it was difficult to, expand the trade without making the territories here. For even the puppet Nawabs, the puppet rulers, were not as helpful as the company wanted them to be. Even they were not, cooperating with them. Fine, they have some dignity and they wanted respect for their subjects, for their people. What could the company do now when Mir Jafar also protested? What did the company do? The company, the company installed Mir Qasim in his place. Fine, they put someone else. Who was that someone else? Mir Qasim in place of Mir Jafar. Fine, and Mir Qasim complained that he is turn of defeat in a battle fought at Buxar. Fine, driven out by Bengal, Mir Jafar was reinstalled. After that, what happened? When Mir Jafar was removed, fine, then what happened? Mir Qasim took his place, and when Mir Qasim started complaining, he was defeated in the battle of Buxar. Fine, and he was thrown out of Bengal, and again Mir Jafar got the place again. Fine. Now what happened next was the Nawab had to pay 5 lakh every month, but the company wanted more money to finance its wars. The main motive of company was money, 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 profit, profit, profit. So they wanted more money because they want to meet their demands. They want to, finance their wars. They want to meet all the demands of the trades, all other expenses they want to meet. So they wanted more territories and more revenue now. By this time, children, Mir Jafar died and the mood of the company had changed. Having failed to work with puppet Nawabs, now Clive declared, we must indeed become Nawabs ourselves. They said, we are going to become Nawab ourselves now. Fine. Finally, in 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the company as the Diwan of the province of Bengal. Fine, the Diwani allowed the company to use the vast resources of Bengal. Means they got the Diwani rights that you can use all the resources of Bengal. This solved the main problem that the company had earlier. They had this problem only. They wanted more and more resources. Fine. From the early 18th century, its trade in India has been expanded a lot. But it wanted to buy most of the goods in India with gold and silver imported from Britain. So whenever they are buying, they had to give their gold and silver. So this was at the time when Britain has no goods to sell in India. Now the outflow of this gold from Britain, it slowed after the Battle of Plassey. Now they were not paying any gold, any silver to India, fine, into Bengal. Now the revenues from India could finance the company expenses. They are collecting the revenue from here itself and they are spending on the trade so they can easily meet their expenses. These revenues could be used to purchase cotton. They were purchasing the cotton from here, silk from here, and they are maintaining their troops also. They are meeting their costs of building companies, fort, offices at Calcutta. So everything was done with our money only. So this was the main motive of the company. Now the company officials will be becoming Nawabs themselves. That we are going to discuss in the next topic. Thank you and have a nice day.